As we journey together through the Lenten season, we are in Holy Week. It is Wednesday, and as we journey through the book of Kings this year, this week, we're reminded that Elisha's name means that God saves, and we are looking at and being reminded of all the ways that God saves us. And we're using the miraculous stories of Elisha's life to remind us of those truths. In this passage in 2 Kings 4, Elisha is helped by a wealthy woman who doesn't want repayment from him for what she does, but he gives her a blessing. And through that blessing, she is given a son that she couldn't have. And she even tells Elisha not to get her hopes up because she's been so discouraged in that. But she has a son, but the son dies. He gets sick as a child and he dies. And she comes to Elisha, and she's distraught. She doesn't tell him at first what's wrong, but eventually she does, and it leads a journey for them to go back to where the son is. And Elisha does some things that God uses to bring the child back to life. And we see the demonstration of God's resurrection power in the life of this young boy. This, of course, is the whole point of Holy Week, of Easter week, that we end with the resurrection of Jesus. This is not just a historical truth that is promised to us. It's not just the foundation of our faith, but it is a reminder of what this whole life with God is about. 1 Peter chapter 1 tells us that we are born again to new life because of that resurrection, that we've been given a living hope, that we have been promised something here, a great expectation of what is not just what is to come, but what is true now because of what Jesus has done. And so we have this hope, this expectation of who God is, and a trust of what he's going to do, and that he's going to keep his promises. And the resurrection is the exclamation point on the end of that sentence. That God can bring life from death means that there is nothing in our lives that he is not greater than. There is no problem, there is no pain, there's nothing that we should be afraid of, because our God is greater than all that. And so in this Lenten season, as we approach Easter, may you be reminded of that great expectation that we have because of the resurrection, the living hope that resides in our hearts and in our lives. May that hope give you life in the moments where you feel death. May it give you life in the moments where you don't want to continue to experience what you're going through. May you not live in fear. May you not live as one who's powerless. May you not live enslaved to the problems and pains of this life. But may this living hope be a reminder that Jesus has overcome all of these things in your life, and that we have a promise that we can trust that he helps us overcome all of them as well. In our journey to Easter, may you be filled with that living hope today. May it become your great expectation that you live for and are loved by a God who is greater than whatever you face.